Friday. We are back with the Dr. Friday Show. We're in the kitchen and we're talking what? Food and taxes. My favorite things in life. And one of the things we're doing this week is talking about how to send your kids to college without you going bankrupt, right? All right, so we've done some great interviews and we're talking to people that's going to help you understand, should you go right to the 4 years? Should you do the 2 year? What exactly should you do with your hard-earned money? The one thing we know we don't want to do is go bankrupt sending our kids to college. All right, so when we're talking about that, we're also going to, of course, eat, right? One of the things I found out, number one thing your children eat at school are something like this, an instant kind of meal. They're cheap. This cost me 28 cents. Let's be honest, guys. The problem with this I have is 1,100 milligrams of sodium. You're only allowed 1,500 for the entire day, and that's on the high end. This is garbage. You do not want your kids to be eating that kind of food, and you can fix it really easily. All I've done is take and put on some whole wheat pasta. Whole wheat pasta. All right, and the nice thing about this, 0 sodium. Already have basically your serving of wheat for the day, and it's perfect. And what's great about pasta, you can cook up a whole pot of this as a single person, and you just throw these into little containers, you know, just any kind of small container you have, and put them away in the refrigerator. And then you can take them out and zap it. It lasts for weeks. So you don't have to make it and waste it. You make it and save it. It's a great way to put more money in your pocket, and it's good for you. And all you have to do is when you're doing that, just grab a small can of sauce. Maybe you've got some vegetables. Maybe you got a salad and you didn't eat all of it, right? One of the best things you can do is when you do that, you want to grab out, example, you want to grab out all the little vegetables that you might have had, bell peppers, onions, things like that, chop them up and throw them in the sauce. It doesn't take anything, and I'm talking about pennies on the dollar. Okay, and you end up with something as simple as this. And you just take a little bread, and again, you know what's nice if you get the older bread, because what you want to do is throw this in the oven a little bit, and then you dip it. It's great, fabulous. Perfect way to enjoy your meal. And as a college kid, you've got to learn to cook. I don't care if it's a matter of being, my best tools really, and you guys all know I'm such an expert at cooking, right? It's something like burners and a microwave. That's really all it takes. And almost every dorm room has access to those. All right, so that's the easy meal. Let's talk about something you can do. Mom, Dad, you want to send a jar of peanut butter unless your child cannot eat peanuts, you want to send peanut butter to school. Why? Because everything goes good with peanut butter. This is one of the most delicious, perfect meals that anyone can have. All you do, chop up the apple, put it on a little plate, and while you're studying, you take yourself some peanut butter, you put it on the plate, and you dip. It's that easy, guys. That is a perfect treat. And you never go wrong with peanut butter. What's the commercial say? Where's the milk? But anyways, you had peanut butter, and that's it, guys. Perfect dish. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about sending our kids to school and financing it. So your child is going to go to university. We've talked about that. 2 things I want to talk about. One, where's the budget? You're sending your child to school in the next couple of years. Hopefully you're planning this a few years out. What is the budget? What's the expectation? Are you getting grants? Are you going to take a mortgage on the house? Seriously, how are you going to do this? Based on statistics, you can pay up towards $250,000 to $300,000 depending on how young your child is today, and prices are going up. How are you going to fund it? Or are you going to be smart and you're going to teach your child how to be smart with their money and maybe start at a lower level or get some serious grants or scholarships? Once you figure out how you do that, it's going to be a lot easier, and you guys have a plan that you're working together with. You know what? Another easy dish that you can use, this is cream cheese. My favorite desserts is cheesecake. And all you have to do to make cheesecake is cream cheese and sweet milk. You stir it together. I mean, really, that is all there really is in cheesecake. And so you just mix this up. And I have 2 absolute favorites that I like to whip up. And when you're in college, sometimes you need a little extra kick to make it through the day. Something sweet. Now, what I always love about cream cheese is I always buy the fat-free. Why? Because you're going to put on if you're a college kid and you're starting this year, statistically, you're going to put on 30 pounds in 4 years. I mean, that's the average teen going to college. That is freaking ridiculous. So let's start thinking low fat, low calories, saving money. Your parents are putting you through school. You need to be watching what you eat. All right. These little graham cracker things, number 2 thing mom and dad wants to send. What? Peanut butter? Little graham crackers. Why? Serving sizes. You don't want to send full pie shells because what's going to happen? Your kid's going to eat the whole pie. What you want to do is easily, you just fill up these little shells. And did you see I only made enough to make 1 or 2? You don't have to make up 15 pies to make all this great. All right, so we fill up the pie shell and you have 2 of my favorite things. 1, strawberry. All right, so dice it up just like you are going to do your homework. Throw the strawberries in, and you have picture perfect strawberry. And the other one, since we're on a TV show and we're whizzing along here, is chocolate. Chocolate cheesecake, I love. So you got the 2 simple facts. That's the way you make it. It's really easy, guys. Mom and dad, if you need to do anything in life, you need to teach your kids how to prepare for life. When it comes to that, I know college is important, but preparing a healthy dish, making sure they understand budgeting. It's important that they might decide they're going to go buy these to save money. Again, garbage. You do not want your kids eating garbage. You want them to be healthy, make the right choices, and make sure they understand when you're budgeting and making the right choices, you can still do it in a healthy way. Right? Okay, so we're winding down here and we need to make sure that you keep watching. I do not know what you guys have planned for the rest of the day. I do know you're going to keep understanding this, watching this show. You're also going to go to my website, www.drfriday.com, or just pick up the phone, 615-367-0819. We'll be right back.